Hey everybody. All right, it's time for that update. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing awfully well. I can't complain about anything. Um, so the job is going fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm enjoying myself. I am now just completed my third week. Um, so I've been up and about every morning, eager to get to work and stuff. Been taking the bus and the train, and I wound up getting there about anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes early, and I leave anywhere from um, 20 to 45 minutes after I'm supposed to. So um, I'm just trying to develop some good habits to not be late and not leave early. So I'm really, really enjoying it. I have been getting along very well with the majority of the people. Um, I've been finding my way through gathering information, creating databases that I need, and talking to my supervisor, keeping them informed of what I have been doing and everything. Um, he's been allowing me the flexibility to accumulate information and put my files together the way that the way that I do, um, without a whole lot of micromanaging at all. So I'm grateful for that. And I've been making requests of different units and stuff, so I can get what I need. And it's been working out pretty good, pretty good. And it feels good to be the more mature person back at a place. Um, I'm not that impatient young man that I used to be. And everything is paid off so well. Um, this was well worth the wait. I wish I could send out thank you letters to all of the companies that didn't hire me, say thank you so much. Thank you for all of the interviews that I went on and didn't get the job and stuff. I couldn't be more pleased. So I'm getting prepared to contact the agency so that I can start requesting information and go out and doing my audits and everything. Um, so that's exciting. Um, I think I've been making good first impressions on most of the people there, and I actually had a chance to meet with the CEO. I thought it was going to be a one-on-one meeting, but it wasn't. It was with about five of us new family members. I'll call us. We're the family members. So we're the new family members, and we had a chance to sit down and talk with him for a little bit over an hour, which was very, very, very good. And he did say that my professionalism and my enthusiasm has been noticed around the office, so that's good. Um, I feel like the uncle, um, the happy uncle, not the upset uncle that's always complaining, but the happy uncle. And I've gone through everything that I've gone through in terms of loss of family members and everything, and I've met a couple of people who have recently gone through it, and another guy who's gone through it. So I think I was able to share some pretty decent advice with him. Um, some of you know, some of you don't. It's been 5 years now. We lost our grandmother Ligon. She was 97 years old, lived a beautiful life and everything, and we had the pleasure of taking care of her um, in the home. So um, she passed away the day after my birthday in 2018, and then my father died 2 months later, and then my mother died 3 months after that. And then a good friend from high school, Pansy Washington, she died a month after my mother did, about a month after my mother did. And I had been going by her house, anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week. She only stayed 10 minutes away from me. So, I was I was there to help her however I could during her time of, going through her last phases and everything. So anyway, with all the loss that I experienced, I had a chance. I overheard my neighbor um, at the job. He lost his mother, and then 39 days later, he lost his father. So I had a chance to bring it up, that I kind of overheard him having a conversation with somebody, and I told him, about my situation and how I've been able to pull through and seemingly even, better than I was before that, after having gone through several years of um, almost a complete shutdown. Um, and he seemed to be coping pretty well and everything. So I gave him a few, pointers, to not hide your emotions. You're gonna feel every emotion, and you have to experience it, and you have to go through it, and then know that there will be better days and everything. And the spirit of that person hopefully resides with you, not just in your heart, but in your actions and your ways and your characteristics and your demeanor and everything. Um, and we also went to Chicago State together, so there's a couple of different ties there. Be there emotional, psychosocial, um, educational, and everything. So it was good to have a chance to talk to that young man about what he's going through right now because it's still relatively fresh. I believe it just happened within the last 9 months or so. Then I had an opportunity to talk to a young lady. She's an accountant there, and she just lost her grandma, and it was very hard for her. And she's having difficulty with the way that her father, who is her grandmother's son, the way that he reacted to it. And I just kind of imparted to her that during these times, some people are just not natural caretakers, and it's just not within them. And you have to forgive them so that you don't stress yourself out and take on burdens that really aren't yours. So I just kind of explained to her that whatever shortcomings that her father had as it relates to how he dealt with his mother's um, transitioning, he's going to have to deal with that. He's going to have to live with it. And I just told her you should pray for him that he did learn from that situation, and that if he has to do it again, that he won't have that same distance from the person who's going through. And and it is a good thing that she recognizes that something was off in his reactions and it wasn't in hers. So she should be proud of how she dealt with her grandmother's passing. And she certainly should wish the best for her father, that he would get better, and not wish anything like, you know, that he would have to experience the same thing as he's transitioning. So, um, maybe I was put back here at this place just to get that message to those two people, to those young people who still have hopefully a lot of life in front of them, and they can glean some measure of encouragement or hope from hearing, little parts of my story and seeing who I am now and not knowing who I was before. So, um, I'm thoroughly enjoying this opportunity a whole lot. So, everything is great. Had a situation the other day. I was asking my supervisor because I need to take a day off to take care of some family matters, some family affairs. And I asked him, I said, so I absolutely need to take a day off, and I don't want it to hinder or, impede my progress during my 90-day probationary period. So what can I do? I haven't accumulated any time or whatever. So can I just take a day off and with no pay or whatever? He said, no, you don't have to do that because we're not supposed to work from home. We can't work remotely during that 90-day period. So he showed me some grace, and he allowed me to be able to work from home on this Monday, as I need to attend um, to some affairs or whatever, and I need to run out of the house a couple of times. So I told him I'd take my laptop with me, if when I do go out, and I'll still be available by phone and by computer. So that was great. Some people would have said, well, no, you absolutely can't take off. And if you do take off, then we can't pay you or hold it against you later on or whatever. So I told them, um, so I'll take my computer home and I just hook up to my wireless, or whatever. He said, no. He said, no, talk to the IT guy and ask him for a hotspot. And it's literally that simple. You just send an email, hey, I'm going to be working from home. Can you give me access to a little, mobile device, a little hotspot? So I sent the email and I get an email back within 10 minutes. Well, we're going to assign you a business phone. Like, wow, okay. Now, the other place, we had one hotspot that we had to share amongst 12 people. Um, and I used to have to sneak and use my own mobile hotspot when I wanted to get wireless to do company business. So just the ease of just being able to send an email and then somebody telling you, well, not only, you're not even going to get a hotspot, we're going to get you a whole Android Samsung phone or whatever for business purposes. And believe me, I'm going to use it only for business. Not a problem, not an issue. So um, I'm bringing my laptop home and I have the business cell phone to use as a hotspot. I get to work remotely. I don't lose a day's pay. Um, so that was just a great thing for him to look out for me like that. So it's just a testament to how well everything is kind of lining up. So I'm glad about that. On another note, I am now in training to become a licensed insurance agent too. So I will be speaking with some of you in the near future about planning for some of life's contingencies. I've gone through some situations. My brother's gone through situations. My mother and grandmother, like the story before, I lost my job right before my grandmother got sick, and I'm trying to, be part of the family that's able to, that was able to take care of her and have to drive out to Indiana every day and stuff, and not having a source of income, relying on checking and savings and running through that, and and just the whole situation where you have a loved one that's in long-term care, and not only are you the caretaker, but you're trying to make sure that you can be the support system for my mother as she was getting aggressively sicker and stuff, and with her dementia, she didn't want to talk about any finances and whatever, and she actually got to the point where um, her mind did not recognize me as her son. So, we had to deal with losing a grandmother, don't have time to grieve about that, and then losing her so soon after that. And thank God she had some insurance policy. So out of the blue, we would just, receive some insurance checks and stuff like that. Um, but out of my entire family, the only one who did any real estate planning was my father, and we weren't included in um, any of his financial legacy. Let's just say. So you go through life without the love and support and encouragement of a father and everything, and then when he passes away, there's a will, and the will says that that he's leaving 5% of something to, me, my brother, and my sister, and then come to find out that the lawyer somehow followed whatever instructions, and then there was nothing left for any of us. With my grandfather, when he passed away, there was no will. My grandmother had no will. My mother had no will. But luckily, she had a house, and we were able to inherit the house, and we received the insurance proceeds and everything like that. So I'm in training right now, and I'm learning about variable rate annuities. I'm learning about index universal life policies, which have a cash value. So it's not just a death benefit, but there are ways to structure some of these insurance policies, which are really investments to help shelter from uh, taxes from the government, ease of distribution to people who are left, a death benefit for the insured, and cash value for the person who originates the insurance policy. So there's a lot of good things that I'm learning about. And like I said, I'll be speaking to some of you about it. And, hopefully you can see the same benefits um, that I can see now and that I wish that we as a family had in place, as we were going through all of these um, troubling times that we're all going to face. Everybody is going to pass away. Most people are going to have a job and they're going to retire. A lot of us are living a lot longer than in the past. We didn't have the benefit of having a stable 30-year job where there's a pension that's going to give us a certain amount of money, and most of us won't be able to live on a pension to begin with anyway. And Social Security, we know, is not there to satisfy your financial situation. It's just a little piece to help get you by, but we're expected to plan for our latter years. We're expected to plan for long-term care needs. A lot of us have physical ailments that need to be taken care of, and we don't have the luxury of being able to access a lot of money without being able to go punch somebody's time clock. So I'm excited about learning about a lot of these insurance opportunities and everything. So, like I said, I will be reaching out to some of you about it. But I'll certainly tell the majority of the people who want to know about it because it's a lot more than just term life and whole life policies. It's not just um, somebody receives a benefit after somebody dies. There are components to it that can help you with structuring a sound, reasonable retirement that can help with some of the long-term care that people will inevitably need and stuff. So, and for those of you who may be my age and older, whatever, it's never too late. There are ways that you can buy a policy in a younger person's name, and that per and the person who is the insured, there'll be a death benefit on them a long ways away. But in the meantime, if you're the person who owns it and you're putting the money into it, you get to receive benefits from it that can be tax free if structured correctly. So there's an investment component to it too. So anyway, I'm excited about learning about all of these new things that I never knew about insurance. So I'll be studying for my test and hopefully taking it within the next month and a half. And I think that with my accounting background and understanding numbers and having had good life experiences in terms of investment ups and downs and stuff, having worked a job, still working a job, experiencing different loss and seeing how um, things could have been a lot smoother if we had just considered some of the needs that we knew that we were going to have because we were having them as time went along. I watched my stepdad, Ray Fannings. I helped my mother take care of him when he was passing away of cancer. I know he wanted to leave a lot more to his family members. When he did pass away, and he worked his entire life um, and then everything can be wiped out just because you get sick and you're not working anymore and you have to deplete your savings, deplete your checking. So there are certainly viable options and stuff, and especially for those of you who still have parents who are still here with us. Some of them are going through illnesses or whatever. We just witnessed a long-term church friend of ours over 45, 46, 47 years passed away suddenly out of the blue, you know. And there are ways for us to plan for these inevitable circumstances that we're going to go through. So I'm excited about being able to talk to you all in the future about that. So I'm going to get my training. I'm going to learn as much as I can. I'm, going through the process now of getting sales training, training on how to make sure that the packages is put together well so that it'll pass through the underwriting process smoothly. You know, the proper way to communicate with people. And plus, my philosophy is that I'm doing okay financially, so I'm in it to help people. Uh, we'll call it a ministry. When I get a chance to talk to people about taking care of their loved ones or whatever, I can refer back to the experiences that I had. So I'm in it to help people. I don't want people to go through what my family and other families have had to go through. And a lot of the plans that we need to make now are for those who are coming after us. For those of you who have grandkids, the plans that you make now are for their kids. We've had our time. It's one thing to enjoy everything while you're here or whatever, but a lot of the plans that you make are for your succeeding generations that are coming way behind you. Some of your great great grandparents, great great grandkids that you haven't even met yet. So, um, just food for thought. And I will be in touch with some of you personally to help plant that seed or whatever, and hopefully relate to your life circumstances that you have right now so that you can see some definite benefits of what some of these index universal life policies can do, and as well as the variable rate annuities, and taking care of the communication that's necessary with your family so that you can have a plan in place when life happens, because life happens and it's not going to stop happening. So, anyway, everything is going great with me. I'm enjoying my life. 58 feels good. It feels great to be alive. So, that's it. Um, take good care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I shall talk soon. Love you guys. Bye.